to my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today I am going to be talking about my anticipated planners and or journals for 2026. So today it's definitely not going to be a long video, because one thing I have learned is that I'm trying to stick to planners and journals or notebooks that I already know that works for me and my planning style and my journaling style. Last year, because of just wanting all the things, last year I literally wasted so much money. Like, in half of the planners that I actually purchased for 2024 for this year 2025, I really didn't need, and some of them I actually sold. So when I actually got them and I pen tested them, I just noticed like, oh, this really doesn't work for me. This is not what I thought this was going to be. I didn't like some of the binding. I didn't like some of the paper. Some of the paper like completely ghosted or bled through. Those are just things that sometimes you really don't know about them until you actually get the planner in your hand, and then you're like, okay, I really don't like this layout, or this layout is really not functional for me. So I'm going to be talking about 3 different planners and or notebooks that I am anticipating on getting for next year. So this is not going to be a long video. No, I'm not like an expert at these features of these planners, but this is just information to give you that I actually love about these particular planners. So the first one is one I'm already using. It's a A6 STALOGY 365 day. So it actually comes with 3 extra pages. So instead of 365, you actually get 368. And then what I like about the paper, it is not Tomoe River paper. So I know a lot of people probably think like, oh, because it's Japanese that it's Tomoe River paper. It's not Tomoe River paper. Like, STALOGY actually used their own Japanese paper, which is actually a little bit thicker. I don't think there's like a name of the particular paper that they use, but it is thicker than Tomoe River paper, and it's thicker for durability and for quick drying. And one thing I love about the STALOGY is that it's really thin, and even when it bulks up like thin. So what I may do is just insert some pictures here of my A5 STALOGY. This was actually my faith planner last year. This was an A5. The reason why I switched to an A6, because even though the A5 was my faith planner, I noticed that I didn't write as much, and because I write really small, this year the A6 STALOGY really worked for me with doing my memory keeping. So another feature of the A6 STALOGY is that the only format or layout it has, it's pretty much undated. So I love the fact that it's undated, and at the top it has the day, the week, and the month. And that's pretty much it. So whatever day or week or the month is, you actually just circle it and you move on to the next day. So this A6 allows you can use 2 pages per day, 3 pages per day. Because it's undated, you don't really have to be pressured to like not go on to the next day or to just use 1 page per day. Not only does it come in the 365, but it also comes in half year. So if you're the type of person where I don't want to commit to this particular journal for the whole year, I just want to do half a year to see if I like it, and then if I don't like it, I have the option to actually move on. Not only does it come in half year, but it does come in other colors. So it comes in like red, blue, yellow, of course black. Black is usually like the standard color anyway. So the price of the A6 STALOGY, if you get the 365, it's actually $17. And when I first purchased it, it was only $14, so it has increased $3. But if you get the half year, the price right now for the black one is actually $13. So it all depends on like what color you get, because you know certain colors, they charge you a lot more. It's the same way with cars. Depending on the color of the car, that's how much we're gonna charge you extra. So if you're wondering, the grid of the A6 STALOGY is a 5mm grid. So if y'all see my post on Instagram, you will know a lot of the times I write in the middle of the grid. I write in the middle of the grid because I write really small, and I feel like if I write in the middle of the grid, it kind of takes up room where I'm writing, so it doesn't look so spacey. So when you have like really small handwriting like I do, most of the time I can write 2 lines per grid, but I don't want to do that because it's almost like writing in a Midori Hibino over again. So I usually just write in the middle of the grid, and it just kind of helps to take away some of the empty space. Now for my research journal, I am going to be doing a research journal for 2026. This year I started with one, but I did not like the layout. I tried to use like another company. I think it was, oh my gosh, what company was that? Was it, I think it was Faded. It may have been Faded. It may have been Faded. Y'all, I purchased so many. That's why I can't even remember. It may have been Faded Chronicle. And then it was pretty much like an undated planner. But I totally didn't like the layout. I didn't like it. And then when I wrote in it, like the fountain pen ink was like feathering. And I was just like, I really just don't like the layout. The planner itself was amazing. Of course, it was green. It's really pretty. Faded Chronicle has like really, really cute notebooks, but I just really, really didn't like it. So I ended up just abandoning that, period. And I just told myself, when I get to 2026 and 2025, I would just purchase me a take a note, because y'all, I love me a take a note planner. Okay. So the take a note planner, I don't know if they're doing pre-orders or not, but I know that I saw on their Instagram that they were going to be coming out with them like late September. And y'all already know, because of all the tariffs and all this extraness, it's really delaying like all the companies getting their merchandise out to consumers. So I was y'all know I follow them. I follow them on social media. So I was just reading, and they said like mid-September, late September. But usually what I do is I never purchased my Take a Note planner directly from the Take a Note planner website. I usually just wait till Amazon gets it, because it comes like this. Y'all know I can't do that delayed self-gratification. Like, I need it in 2 days. So, and of course you have to pay shipping if you get it from the Take a Note planner website. So, I mean, so most of the time I'm like, I'm gonna just order it from Amazon. So I usually wait till Amazon gets it, and then I order it. And it was the same way when I ordered the A6 Hobonichi Techo last year. Like, everybody was going crazy on the website, and I was like, I'm just gonna wait till Amazon. It comes on Amazon. So everyone was like, hey, it's not on Amazon yet. I'm like, give it a couple hours. And then around like 10 o'clock that next morning, after the Hobonichi launch, it popped up on Amazon. And that's how I was able to just get my A6 Techo, which I abandoned that too, on Amazon. But so patience is a virtue, right? So one thing I love about the Take a Note planner, so kind of like the Hobonichi Cousin, the Take a Note planner comes in a yearly, weekly, and daily and monthly layout. And I absolutely love it. So the way that I had my research journal structured, I can actually just insert some pictures on here of like my research journal. I absolutely loved it, and it worked perfectly. And I know everyone's like, what is a research journal? A research journal is just where I research different people or events, and then I write about it each day, along with having a picture for the daily layout. The Take a Note planner is actually made by like a Taiwanese company. So the Take a Note planner comes in A5 or A6. You can get them A5 and A6. And it has like a lay flat exposed kind of binding. And that's one of the things that I love about the Take a Note. It actually lays flat. And it's almost like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Coptic stitching, but Coptic stitching, that's kind of like what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like Coptic stitching, which allows the spine to be exposed, and then it allows it to lay flat. So that's one of the things that I do love about Take a Note. It is thin. And then like the cover is made with like paper. Like, you could definitely tell it's paper. So it's made with like a paper cover. So you can get it in Taiwanese, and you can get it in English. And it is definitely fountain pen friendly. They do use Atomo River paper, but the paper that they use is actually thicker than the 52 GSM. When I used it, I had no issues with any bleeding, with any ghosting, and the only time that it bled through was when I freshly inked my fountain pen. And y'all know when you freshly ink a fountain pen, like you got to get all the excess ink out of the feeder first so that it starts writing appropriately. But other than that, a lot of people say that they did not like, I know a lot of people say that they didn't like the Take a Note planner, but I absolutely loved the Take a Note planner. I'm talking about, it is my planner, like hands down. So now I'm trying to actually see if I want to get 2 A5s or 1 A5. So the third journal is the Hobonichi Cousin. I've never had a Hobonichi Cousin. I had the Hobonichi Catchall planner, which was in an A6, but it was nothing like the Hobonichi Cousin. So the Hobonichi Cousin comes with a yearly, monthly, weekly index and daily layout. It literally comes with like 5 types of layouts. So I'm thinking like, okay, am I really gonna use like all these sections? Because I told myself, if I get the Hobonichi Cousin A5, then that means that I can do my research in the Hobonichi Cousin and I won't have to get the Take a Note planner, but I want the Take a Note planner. So what would I do with all the other compartments of the Hobonichi Cousin? Now, one thing I do not like about the Hobonichi Cousin is that on the weekends, they make the design is like it's in red. Oh my gosh, y'all, I hate that with a passion. I do not like that red color. That gets on my nerves because I just kind of feel like when I use my stickers, it actually clashes with the color of the design on the weekend days. But y'all already know that the Hobonichi Cousin uses Tomo River paper. It's a 3.7 millimeter grid, which now that I actually love because it's a lot smaller than the Take a Note planner grid. So I'm literally like between the Take a Note planner, just as like solely my research journal, and then my Hobonichi Cousin as a catch-all planner. But what would I do with the other compartments if I have the research journal as my Take a Note planner? But what would I do with the Take a Note planner as my research journal if I have all these other layouts in the Hobonichi Cousin? If y'all get me, I'm trying to not make it confusing, but then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I can just get the Take a Note planner, and then y'all know I love HEMLOCK and Oak, so I am an affiliate for HEMLOCK and Oak. And if you love HEMLOCK and Oak and you need a discount code, my code is Eliza10, and you can get 10% off your purchase. I suggest that you go ahead and do your pre-orders now so that you can actually get the colors of the planners and journals that you want. So y'all know HEMLOCK and Oak has really evolved. So they not only have just the dated weekly, the dated daily, they have literally evolved. They have like 2 or 3 other planners that they have added to their line. So hopefully in the near future, I hope they start adding different sizes, because I would love to see them add like an A6 or a B6 to their line. So with the HEMLOCK and Oak, right now I'm using a minimalist weekly planner where it is a little bit more compact than the actual dated weekly planner. I don't have all the reflection pages, which is why I chose the minimalist weekly. And usually when people ask me like, what is the paper like? So it's between 70 GSM to 150 GSM. It depends on what notebook and what planner you're actually getting. And it is definitely fountain pen friendly. I find that the fountain pens that work best in the HEMLOCK and Oak are really the Kaweco Sports to me. This is to me, y'all. I find that they work best, and also my Pelican M200 and also my Sailor Pro Gear Slim, all extra fine. But they work really well with fountain pens, all types of fountain pen inks. I'm talking about, y'all, the quality of the paper is top tier. So with that being said, I don't know which one to choose. So right now it's between the Take a Note planner for my catch-all planner. It's between the Hobonichi Cousin and just a regular HEMLOCK and Oak graph notebook. That way I can design my own weekly layouts like I've been doing with my fitness planner. Or so if I decide to get the Hobonichi Cousin, then that means that I probably won't get the Take a Note planner. Decisions decisions. So now for my memory keeping journal, I did talk about the A6, but I'm exploring the B6 Undated Weekly Planner from ESTELLE. So the B6 Weekly Planner actually comes in horizontal and it comes in like a vertical layout. And one thing I love about ESTELLE is like their paper is like so amazing. They do use a Tomo River paper. And from having experiences with the Catchall Weekly Planner that I will be using for actually like my productivity planner, I've had no issues with ghosting or bleed through. I'm telling y'all, like, that Catchall Weekly Planner is so amazing. I absolutely love it. So right now they're also having an issue with the manufacturing of the paper. So if y'all seen my other video, I showed y'all some samples of me swatching the paper that they actually sent me that they were going to be using in their planners. However, the manufacturer that they were going to use is basically saying they don't want them doing quality analysis on products that they're going to sell us. So basically, ESTELLE had to like pull out and was like, okay, now we have to find someone else because like I don't trust you. And to be honest, I would be the same way. Like, why can I not see the products that I'm purchasing from you for my consumers? So I don't know, y'all. So let me know in the comments, like, what do your 2026 planner lineup looks like? Mine, I'm trying to keep it really, really simple. I hope this was like slightly informative video. I just did this video on a whim. So I didn't even have a teleprompter. I'm just like trying to like think of all the features on the top of my head, because I'm like, I need to record this video while I'm actually thinking about it and while no one is actually down here making noise where I can't record videos. But so it definitely will either be A6 STALOGY or the B6 Undated Weekly Planner by ESTELLE. Between the regular graph Hemlock and Oak graph notebook or the Hobonichi Cousin, and then for my research journal, the Take a Note Planner. But if I decide to get the Hobonichi Cousin, I will not get the Take a Note Planner because I'm really trying to be intentional on not spending just money that I don't need to be spending. Basically just wasting money on planners I'm not going to be using. So I want my planners to be a little bit more compact. I want to try to put everything inside of one. So even if I can just use the Hobonichi Cousin alone for like my memory keeping, my research journal, and my catch-all planner, that will even perfectly work fine with me. But anyway, so if you stay to the end of the video, give me a green heart in the comments. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, still leave a green heart in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.